Hey everybody, Kaiden here, and today I have the SkyMarks Qantas Boeing 747-400ER, Farewell Queen of the Skies. So let's go ahead and check this out. Alright everybody, so here is the model, and this is a very special aircraft because of the Farewell Queen of the Skies. Now this was the model of the last flight that Qantas had of their 747s. So all their 747s are retired now. They don't fly anymore. So this is a model of the last one that they ever flew from Sydney to Los Angeles. And as you can see, this is in 1:200 scale. And on the back here, there's a lot of cool pictures of the final flight here. As you can see, there's pictures of the aircraft. And as well as on Flight Radar 24, the cool thing about this aircraft on the last flight was that it drew a kangaroo in the sky in their flight path, which is really cool. And here's some information here. In almost 50 years of service, the Qantas Boeing 747 fleet of aircraft has flown over 3.6 billion kilometers, the equivalent of 4,700 return trips to the moon or 90,000 times around the world. Qantas marked the end of an era with the retirement of the national carrier's last Boeing 747 jumbo jet. Registration Victor Hotel October Echo Juliet. The final 747-400 in the Qantas fleet departed Sydney on 22nd of July 2020, bringing to an end 5 decades of history-making moments for the national carrier. So as you can see, this is pretty special as after all these years, they finally retired their 747s, and so this is really cool to have a model of it. Here's some final flight facts as well. The flight number was Qantas 747-4. The aircraft registration is of course Victor Hotel October Echo Juliet, and the aircraft name is Woonalla, and the year delivered was on the 30th of July 2003. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and open this up and assemble it. So let's see, it looks like it just goes up like this. And oh yeah, I also forgot to mention this. This is also a Boeing officially licensed product, and as well as recommended for ages 14 and up. Let's go ahead and open the flaps here. We can take out the model now. Here's the fuselage of the aircraft. We'll go ahead and take this out. Here's that. And as well as we have some landing gears as well. So this model does also come with gear, which is nice. And let's take a look at the second part here. And here we have our engines, our 4 engines. We also have our stand here. It says Qantas Boeing 747-400ER, scale 1:200. Very nice. And also under here we have our horizontal stabilizers. And we also have our assembly instructions, which it's pretty self-explanatory, so we won't be needing these. And we also have here our wings. They go in just like this. And we'll go ahead and start assembling this, and it looks like that is all that is left in these boxes here. So go ahead and move these off to the side. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and take these out of the packages here. So we'll go ahead and leave the wings off to the side over here. And take the fuselage out of this bag. And wow. This is really nice, and here it is. Go ahead and take out our landing gears. And our stand with our vertical stabilizer. And of course our engines here. Alrighty, so now that we have everything out of the packages and stuff, we'll go ahead and assemble this. So I think I'll first start off by assembling the stand here, which it just goes in like this, and then you push it forward to lock it in. So there's our standard SkyMarks stand. And next, I think we'll go ahead and put on our vertical stabilizer, which it looks like this is our left one here, and it just snaps in really simply, just like that, and looks like that is correct there. We'll go ahead and put on the second one. Okay, and there we go. We've got our vertical stabilizers on. Looks really nice so far. And we'll go ahead and put on our wings now. You don't want to put on the engines first, then put it on, because I find it a little bit more easier when you're trying to really sandwich it in like that, so you don't damage any of the engines. Go ahead and do the same for the other side as well. And I think we'll go ahead and put on our landing gear now. And there we go, that has finally snapped in now. And so let's go ahead and continue with some of the other main gear back here. So, whoa, accidentally slid off. And these landing gears do roll, which is nice. Although, I think I will still be displaying it on the stand, but it's really nice to have a gear down configuration. And so there's our landing gear. As you can see, you can sit it down on the ground just like that, or you can of course have it on the stand. And we'll go ahead and put on the engines now, which they just snap in really easily. And actually, before we put any of the engines on, here's a little bit of the engine details, and I do believe they might spin, just from what it looks like. Let me just try. Okay, so they do spin. They're a little bit hard to get going just because it's pretty tight in there, but they do spin, and they have a lot of nice detail in there as well, which is really nice. So let's go ahead and put on our 4 engines, and they just snap on really easily, just like that. Alrighty, got one side done, and we got just 2 more to put together. And there we have it. We have completed the model of our 747-400ER. Alrighty, so taking a look at the aircraft here, at the front we of course have our front main landing gear. We also have our cockpit windows, and also says long reach. We also got some 2 pitot tubes down here. We also got the name of the aircraft as well as a kangaroo there, and the name of the aircraft Wunala. Also next to the doors we have some One World logos, as well as the Qantas titles. We also have the top deck of the 747, and that says Spirit of Australia. Going along near here we have the little marking here that says Boeing 747-400ER. And at the back here we have the Australian flag, and as well as the registration Victor Hotel October Echo Juliet. And of course our rear door here, and as well as the Qantas tail. And also right here we have the red winglets on the Qantas livery. And we also have here on the engines some little Qantas logos, as well as of course the engine details from earlier, which look really nice. And now taking a look at the back of the aircraft. Here's the APU. Now normally in real life I'm pretty sure that this would be painted like a silver color, but other than that it still looks pretty good that they modeled it. And the same thing on the other side, we just have the addition of the cargo doors. And here's the front of the aircraft. As you can see, they got the aircraft, or the 747 windows really well done. And we also have some windshield wipers there as well. And honestly, this is a really awesome model. And at the bottom here, not the best detail, but we do have the landing gears, which look really nice. And they are fragile too, so it will stand on its own, as you can see, but it also rolls around as well, which I don't think I'm going to be doing. Just want to keep this, sorry for that, just want to keep this on the stand. And this is a really nice looking aircraft, and especially in 1:200 scale, this thing is pretty big. And here it is. I really like this as well. The details are really nice, and this is also really cool to have as a nice collector's item, as this was the model of the last 747 that Qantas flew. And so I can't wait to add this to my SkyMarks collection. And I also forgot here, we have some wing details, as you can see. All of the flap tracks, and as well as some of the ailerons and the spoilers. Now, apart from missing, say for example, like lights on the top, and as well as just more different things, it's a really, really nice model, and that's the only thing I gotta say about it. But that goes with a lot of the SkyMarks models. They don't really have the details of like the lights and just different little things on top of the aircraft. But so far as a whole, this model is awesome. And we just have the stand here, which the stand is pretty big, as you can see. So I'll go ahead and try to put this on. It's a little bit tricky as it's a really tight fit. I don't want to damage the gear if I manage to not put it on correctly. And whoa, that's what I was talking about. It's really tricky to put this on. And actually, to make sure I don't damage the gear further, I'm just going to go ahead and put this on off camera. Whew, alrighty everybody, so after a lot of tries, I finally got it on the stand there. As you can see, it was very tricky trying not to hit the landing gear and damage it. As you can see, to get the small details of the landing gear, there's a lot of thin plastic, and so I didn't want to ruin any of that. But the gear does roll, and there's nice details in them, as you can see there. It's also very, very wobbly on the stand, but of course that's just from me moving it around on a on a display shelf or a desk. I don't think that will be a problem. And I really, really liked how this model looks, and especially since this is a very, very special one, as this was the last Qantas 747 flights, and it's a little bit hard to fit everything in the camera, but the molding is really nice. The only downsides of this model is, of course, this is not the quality of like a Gemini Jets or a NG or a Phoenix model with the like say the wing lights, and as well as more stuff and everything on the aircraft. But other than that, really, really nice, and I give this model a big thumbs up. And I'm not sure exactly, but on the back here of the box, as you can see, this would also be really nice as well if you were to display this on the shelf with this turned backwards, and as well as you have the model in the background there as well. It's a little bit hard to fit everything on camera, but on a shelf, if you have it big enough, I think it'll look really nice if you put that right behind that there, so you can have more history, information, and details about it. And this is it for the 747 Qantas and the 1:200 scale. This is going to look really, really nice with my SkyMarks collection. Alright everybody, so that was my unboxing and review of the Qantas 747-400ER, and this is a really, really awesome model that I can now put in my SkyMarks collection, because this is really cool since this was the last flight of the Qantas 747, so I am very, very happy to now have this in my SkyMarks collection. The only downsides to this aircraft, as with pretty much almost all SkyMarks, is just the small details that you can't get in a SkyMarks compared to like a Gemini Jets. Is just the addition of like the landing lights, and as well as lights and more stuff off of the aircraft fuselage. But other than that, I can't really complain too much about it, because it looks really awesome, and I'm also really happy that this comes with gear. The only thing though, but I'm glad that they have it the way it is that it would be cool if SkyMarks were to make a tilted landing gear, because in real life the landing gear of the 747 is tilted, but I get how they made it that way so that it can stand on the ground for people who want it to. So I give this model a big thumbs up. Definitely pick it up, because this would be great to have in any collection. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and if you did, be sure to give it a like, and also if you want to see more videos like these, make sure to subscribe, and also if you want to be the first one to be notified when I upload a video, be sure to hit the bell notifications. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and thanks for watching guys. Bye!